two sides kind of to the park? Like you can get out, you can go to it on Highway 4.
On Highway 4, yeah.
Or what is it, 627 or something?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a huge house.
Okay.
It sits on the left side, and it's the corner, like right after that.
But you don't know like how to get out to the caves out there?
I don't even know that you can anymore.
Oh, really? How's everybody doing? We are in beautiful Table Rock, Nebraska, in search of some caves. Just a little helpful tip for you. If you ever are looking for directions for something or trying to find something in a small town, always stop and ask the guy on a tractor. Oh, that was awesome. I just talked to a volunteer fireman here from Table Rock, and he made a couple phone calls to a couple buddies and trying to get me hooked up here. I'm just cruising through downtown. This is a pretty small town in Nebraska. 300 people, I think, live here. Not much going on, and that's okay. But we are heading out to Table Rock Wildlife Management Area, and allegedly there are some caves and stuff out here. Well, one thing that's interesting that I'm not quite ready for yet, bugs. There's a bunch of them out here. So we are just up on top of a hill. I gotta get that stuff picked up here in a second. But we are just up on top of a hill at Table Rock Wildlife Management Area. I believe we're okay camping here. It's my understanding that it is allowed. Trying to get out of the wind here, battling. Weather has been super funky lately. We have had, yesterday was like 75, 78. Today is 55, and then tomorrow is supposed to be 80 something again. So we're really bouncing with the weather, springtime. But I think we're gonna make this a good camp tonight. I'm gonna get I did bring fat guy on a little bike. I did bring the mini bike. And we're gonna jump on that here in a second and go do some exploring. Good spot here. Well, we are out here at Table Rock at a wildlife management area. One of the things I had to sacrifice tonight was a fire. We are in it was even worse than like a burn ban, but there is no open flame allowed tonight down here in southeast Nebraska at all. I'm gonna spin you around here for a second. We're gonna hang out just a minute, and then we're gonna go do some exploring. There are allegedly some caves out here. I have been searching for caves since if you guys can go back and remember, Double Dave and I, God, what was the name of that place? We were down by Bedford, Iowa, Lake of Three Fires. That's where we were. We were looking for some caves down there because it's kind of the same type of landscape, kind of rocky. Well, I found a place here in southern Nebraska that allegedly has some caves. I'm going to drop in some old school pictures that I've completely stolen off the web of what I'm going to try and find. So it should be kind of cool. And I'm going to spin you folks here around and show you where we're at. No vehicles. They do even have right here, open fires and fireworks are prohibited. So I didn't even bring the solo stove. It wasn't worth it. The only kind of bummer, and it's just how we live, there are some power lines right out there. I can't hear them. Usually can hear like the buzz of that. I can't hear them at all. And we are going to explore. We're going to explore this whole field, this whole area later. But for right now, we are going to get saddled up and jump on the mini bike So I have a Coleman CTU 200. We're gonna go screw around on this. I wanna go back. The guy on the tractor kind of gave me directions on where I need to go to find that spot. So we're gonna go check it out. All right, we are out here. Sorry for the wind noise. I'm going to try and get out here. Everything I've read, everyone I've talked to has said that the caves face west. So I hadn't seen this little section of Table Rock Wildlife Management Area. I didn't see it on my map. I didn't even see that little parking area we just pulled into. But so it might kind of make sense. We're going to walk right up to that tree line right there where that prairie is and look and see, and hopefully that's where the caves are. We are on a mission. All right, we're walking up here. I have come, and I don't know if you can tell with the depth and all that. There's a farm clear out there in the river valley, but this is a huge kind of drop off. So I'm hoping along this ridge right here that this is where we need to be. Walking, I'm finding this, if you folks know rock better than me, what is this, like a sandstone? It feels, up at our cabin we have sandstone up there. This feels more a limestone. If anybody has any idea in the comments, if you want to let me know. This is always cool stuff to see. So from my understanding, these should be deer rubs. I have gotten, as you can tell, I'm completely off trail here. I'm just going off feel and lay of the land here a little bit. I would think the Nemaha River is right over here. I would think this is where like it would cut in and cut caves. I'm just going to kind of work this ridge a little bit. I'm completely off trail right now on kind of a deer run, actually. Well, right now we are seriously on a deer run. What stinks is not knowing, because I could be on top of them right now. No one knew exactly where these things were. I guess we're just going to keep exploring here a little bit. But you can see the way the land is. This is a pretty steep bluff right here where these trees are. And the river valley is right down here. So that's where I would think like stuff would cut in to create caves. We got a tree that caught on fire there. We are out here in the middle of it. In the brambles. Couldn't do this in the summer. I'm going to keep moving a little bit and then we might have to head back. All right. We are completely off trail. We're just going to drop down. I spoke to Kenny, and Kenny, thank you so much. I think I might be on top of the caves, and I couldn't be more. I'm completely off trail right now. So we are just cutting our way through here. Thank goodness it's springtime. This would be thick with all sorts of critters, and all right, we're gonna keep moving here. I feel like we're close. Stick with me. So when I talked to Kenny, he said I have to be more perpendicular to this structure. Man, is that a good looking barn. Holy cow. That thing's nice. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I've been trailblazing like crazy. I am seeing some rock stuff over here. We got some formations right up there. I think we're getting close. So I'm not going to sugarcoat it, and I like to show people honesty. So I'm here. I made it. I found the caves. There's one of the balancing rocks right up there. But as you can see right here, you know, tarps, a sonic cup. Here's this really cool, and I'm sure to indigenous people, this was a very important area. Turn around, here's a house, some Peterbilts. You just cannot stop society moving forward, you know? Yeah, and you got to take the good with the bad. But I have found them. Hey, I just want to give a quick shout out to Kenny. Thank you so much. You dialed me right in. We have found it. We have found the caves. That's awesome. We officially are here. That was a lot of work, and I'm not kidding. All right, let's go check some of this stuff out. Super good. We are here. You can see the little footsteps cut in, and I believe from the older pictures I've seen, those have always been here. So that's kind of a neat thing to see. We're gonna walk up. There's kind of a hanging rock, and someone has built something to hold it up right up there, but we're gonna go check that out. But cool, we made it. This one is super cool. It's kind of shallow. It's really shallow. I wonder if this has silted in, maybe. If this used to be deeper and bigger, like the one right over here. So you can see there's that awesome blue tarp. You gotta love to see that while you're out here in nature. And interstate traffic noise. Actually, not interstate, but truck traffic noise. So here's that other cave I was just in. This one, what a great little shelter. I mean, if you were out in the wilderness and needed to sleep, that'd be a dang good spot. Top of the hill is right up there. Let's keep poking around here. So this is allegedly some of what Table Rock was named after. That rock right there, and you can see someone has, with mortar and some rocks, has supported that thing. It's kind of cool how the tree has grown right into it right there. And all the layers in there. I'm gonna try and get up there a little bit closer. So this is where that tree has grown into that. Look at all these layers. That is really cool. Then here's the structure that's supporting it. That someone has kindly built up to hold this up. But you can see the tree holding it right there. That's kind of cool. Nature grew around it. So now we're over at this other rock, and it does have that support, man-made support, but you can see this one is cracked pretty good there. I'm not going to mess around with this too much, because I'm guessing this heavier side right here could definitely just fall in at any moment. We are on a huge steep incline up here. Really cool stuff though. You wouldn't think in Nebraska to see something like this. I'm glad I found it. Kenny, again, I appreciate your help so much. I was about ready to turn around and give up. Well, as you can see, I've worked my way back up to the top. So this is what's going on. All these cool rocks, the caves, all this formation is literally just above these folks' home. There's the cool outbuilding. There's another truck driving by. Holy cow. Didn't realize how much truck traffic would be on Highway 4. We are up on top of them now. Try and work my way back. Whew. All right, climbing some hills today. So this is what all the locals affectionately call Goat Hill Road. Everybody I was asking was like, oh yeah, just go out to Goat Hill Road and take a left. Dude, I don't know what Goat Hill Road is. So, whoo, man, that was a big old climb. I'm gonna work my way down this gravel road. The mini bike and that other trailhead, I bet they're a half mile down this way. We are back on the bike. Let's fire this thing up and let's go explore around a little bit. Well, we've made it to the Nemaha. The mini bike is right over there. I rode a minimum maintenance road all the way down to where the road stops. This is the Nemaha River. Man, pretty good drop off here. I'm gonna say 50 feet down. I am walking back to the mini bike. Sorry for the wind noise. The mini bike is the bomb for these camping adventures. Man, you just like scoot around 2 miles from camp, no problem. We are definitely going to be using that quite a bit more. I might have to get a mount for the back of the van for it. Right now I just throw it inside and haul it around like that. But we're going to jump back on the bike and head back to camp. Well, we've made it back. We're gonna have a little snack here for a minute. I did notice, and I'll show you folks, there is a, right over that hill, right over this hill here, there's a white pickup truck that came in while I was gone. I'm guessing probably works here or something because there's not supposed to be vehicles out there. For a little light snack, my wife made her famous pasta salad. So we're gonna have a little bit of this. It's kind of in between dinner and lunch, and I actually didn't get lunch today, which is probably good. Need to lose some weight. All right, I'm gonna try some of this. Hopefully that guy in the truck doesn't have anything to say. That was fun. For dinner tonight, we are doing some tomato basil bratwurst, and I apologize, we are reheating. We got some deviled eggs, and we have some baked beans in here. It was my wife's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Mary. We had a ton of food left over from dinner yesterday and just eating all day. So we had a ton of food left over. I'm doing some tomato basil brats and a burger. I'm going to try that little heater thing. I'm going to try the, here, let's just get it out real quick. We're going to try this little dude again. A couple people in the comments, thank you so much. They're like, don't give up on that thing. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it 2 hours. And I'm going to throw 2 brats and maybe 2 burgers in here. And let's just see how it goes heating this stuff up. That is one thing with camping. This stuff doesn't, you know, you can ask anybody at the fire station. I am not a chef. Not even close. And camping doesn't have to be hard. Camping doesn't have to be cool chef knives and all that stuff. Some leftovers and getting out the door, if that's what it takes, awesome. You know, get outside. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be expensive. And a lot of times, I'll be honest, leftovers from your meal the night before at home in camp, that's the best thing. Super easy. All you're basically doing is warming something up, and you have a great meal with hardly any dishes to do. It's kind of a win-win. I'm all about the leftover train, and we're going to use this little heater with my, I have a little Blue Eddy. We're going to use that to, and I'm going to give this like you guys said in the comments, I'm going to give this 2 hours. I'm going to let this thing just sit for 2 hours before I check it. I'm going to set my timer. And let's see how these turn out warmed up. Let's get after it. But I've been looking up the hill here, and I'm looking on Google Maps. It looks like there's a little pond up at the top of this hill. So we're going to go explore that for a minute. All right, after some serious walking, god dang, I don't know how I keep getting myself into these situations. Hey, walk over that next hill. We're back to this farm pond. I've been out here for probably an hour. I wonder how many miles I walked today. I need to start keeping track of that. Let's get back. Beautiful spot out here. It's quiet. All you can hear is the wind blowing. We're back. Let's check on dinner here. See where we're at. What do you guys think? Feels warm? So I put, what did I put? 2 brats and 2 burgers in here. It's been a little over 2 hours. Smells really good. Wow, it's moist in there. Ouch. Dang, that thing's hot. Just gonna see. Oh yeah, they did great. Perfect. Yeah, it's just a time thing. You have to treat it like a little oven. It's not going to boil soup. It's not going to boil water over a certain amount of time. Your stuff's going to be warm. Awesome. I'm going to throw some beans in here. Well, we made it back down for a killer sunset. Look at this. Just perfect. Love these old bridges like this. Oh, there's my thumb. All right, let's get the camera out real quick. We are back. We just caught sunset there. Man, hold on a second. That mini bike, that's going to open some doors. That thing is really, really cool. Being able to just immediately zip 2 miles away from camp and back with no effort. That thing is, that's going to be good. That's going to have to be a fixture for the channel. That thing's pretty cool. We're having a great time out here. Super quiet. Like I said in the last video, we're going to try and stay away from organized campgrounds, state parks, those types of things, camping pads. We're just going to be off grid for a while. Table Rock's wildlife management area in Nebraska has just been awesome so far. Couldn't be quieter. The guys in the truck were actually Nebraska Game and Parks folks. They just waved and drove right by. So I'm just going to hang out tonight. Might watch a little YouTube. And I think I'm going to hit the sack here pretty soon. So I'll see you folks in the morning. Well, good morning, folks. Really quiet sleep last night. No trains, no trucks. I was hoping to see some wildlife this morning when we woke up, but there wasn't anything out here. Looking out front. This is where we're parked at. This has been a great spot. Highly recommend it. We're gonna get some stuff packed up and get rolling here. We're gonna go get a cup of coffee back at that where we started yesterday, that country meat store. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee and let's get rolling. Let's hit it. You have arrived at your destination. Well, I'm not going to take the camera in there. I don't want to get the looks. I'm going to go grab some coffee. I'll be right back. Well, as you can see, we are back on the road. Spin you around here real quick. Getting that coffee was just awesome. Couldn't have been more old school, small town Nebraska. 3 farmers standing around the pot, and it literally was a pot. It was a one of those old school bun coffee makers with the I even asked him, like, hey, do I need to refill this? But 50 cents for the refill on the coffee, which was awesome. We are heading home. Been a great camp. It's kind of cool. For this adventure, we're on the complete southern side of Nebraska, and on our next adventure, we'll be on the complete northern edge of Nebraska. We have a cool one coming up. Going to be off grid again. A cool camp, cool adventure coming next week. So everybody take care. I'll see you next week.